Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Fujifilm Instax instant print cameras.
Starting at number 5.
Polaroid I-2. Proving that instant cameras are more than toys, the Polaroid I-2 is a premium shooting tool with advanced features. It's the first instant camera to offer full manual exposure controls. Together with seamless Bluetooth app connectivity, LiDAR autofocus and an LCD display, it unlocks new potential for serious instant photographers. Our review found the I-2 bigger and heavier than its cheaper rivals. It was too cumbersome to use with one hand in testing, but felt durable overall and retained that all-important retro charm. Even with just a single AF point, the LiDAR system proved surprisingly effective at locking on to subjects near and far, provided they were in the center of the frame. The Polaroid I-2 is capable of producing subtle, vintage-style prints, but results were less consistent than from Instax cameras we've tested, and many stills shot on auto were overexposed. Shutter speed and aperture controls mean experienced photographers have more flexibility to find a better balance, although you'll need to spend a lot on film to learn what works. Its price will put off amateurs, but if you want an advanced instant camera that's creatively engaging, the I-2 is a solid choice.
Coming at number 4.
Polaroid Go. With the Go, Polaroid has edged ahead of Fuji on instant innovation, something that hasn't really happened since the late 1980s. It's officially the world's smallest analog instant camera, fitting in the palm of your hand. No zero-ink paper here. The Polaroid Go uses a real chemical development process, in square format like I-type film, only significantly smaller. It's essentially a shrunken version of the Polaroid Now, with most of the same features. That includes self-timer and double exposure modes, which should please more advanced photographers, as well as instant beginners. Autofocus hasn't made the cut, however. From our review, that means there's a higher chance of ending up with blurry results if you don't keep a good distance from your subject. At launch, it cost roughly the same as the full-size Polaroid Now, making it a lot pricier than the entry-level Fuji Instax Mini 11. Still, we think that's a figure worth paying if you want an instant camera you can take just about anywhere.
At number 3.
Fujifilm Instax Mini. If you're looking for a camera that mixes the charm of instant photography with the convenience of digital shooting, the Instax Mini Evo is a fine choice. Its digital image quality won't beat your smartphone, but that's not the point. The main benefit here is being able to decide which shots you print out, to avoid wasting precious film. Based on our time with it, we think the Mini Evo is also one of the most attractive instant cameras on the market and more compact than Fuji's other models. Another great party trick is the Mini Evo's ability to double as a printer for your smartphone snaps. There's also an option to apply numerous built-in effects and filters before you hit the print button. While these digital elements mean the Instax Mini Evo doesn't offer a pure instant photography experience and is more complex than alternatives like the Instax Mini 11, we found that its versatility and charm more than compensate for those who want something more than a point-and-shoot.
Number 2 of my list.
Polaroid Now Plus. Combining the boxy form factor, dual-lens autofocus and detailed image quality of the Polaroid Now with the Bluetooth connectivity of the One Step Plus, we think the revamped Now Plus is Polaroid's most complete instant camera to date. Connecting to the updated smartphone app unlocks a realm of creative shooting modes. In addition to self-timer, double exposure, light painting and manual modes, there's now an aperture propriety option for experimenting with depth of field, as well as a tripod setting for use with the screw mount underneath. While the Now Plus remains as easy to use as any point-and-shoot, we found in our review that it's also a great option for getting creative. What limits this creativity somewhat is the cost of Polaroid I-type film, which makes you think twice about wasting shots. But when you get it right, we found in testing that results are just as instant photos should be: delicious, vintage-style squares that are large at 4.2 by 3.4 inches, with a 3.1 inches image area.
And number 1.
Fujifilm Instax Mini. We think the ideal instant camera should be easy to use, comfortable to hold and capable of producing attractive prints at a reasonable price. Picking up where the Instax Mini 11 left off, Fujifilm's latest effort gets even closer to perfection. While our tests found that its bubble-like design can be a little slippery in the hand, it's otherwise easy for anyone to use. The Fujifilm Instax Mini 12 turns on with a twist of the lens, which is more intuitive than previous editions. You still get the useful option of pulling the lens out to engage close-up mode, while the addition of parallax correction improves viewfinder accuracy, so what you see when framing is closer to what's actually printed. We found in our review that it still tends to overexpose snaps in bright sunlight, but repositioned exposure and flash sensors mean your fingers are less likely to affect readings. While prints can feel small, the Instax Mini 12 makes it easy for newbies to capture vibrant party snaps at a relatively low cost. If you'd prefer similar performance with a retro flavor, we suggest looking at the Fujifilm Instax Mini 40.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.